Hello everyone, this is Nityan Govindaswamy, TRIRIGA Application Architect. Today's session, we're going to go made enhancements on the initial adoptions for 10.531. Today's agenda, I'm going to go through initial adoption enhancements and application changes done to support this enhancements, and we're going to go through some demo records, and then we see what reference materials available. So initial adoption and enhancements, it's a main problem is right, like, now current product is supports only one adoption per, supports only the accounting tab adoption, not on the local reporting or both schedules, or if you want to handle separately accounting and local reporting separately. So the feature was not available. That's the reason we need to create this enhancement. Ability to perform adapt transition process separately within the same lease. You can do that, and the ability to set up different look back and adoption periods. IFRS and GAAP, you can have a different look back periods. Ability to filter the leases to adopt based on a business unit. This is on the bulk review assumption form. You can filter by giving a business unit. You can bring all the leases related to that business unit. Changes related to the application settings. Application settings, we added two more new fields, one is like a IFRS adoption fiscal period, another one is IFRS look back fiscal period. And we also relabeled some of them, like a fiscal period label, change it to GAAP adoption fiscal period, and look back fiscal period label, change it to GAAP look back fiscal period. So by default, and GAAP and IFRS as shipped, it will be 2019-01 as adoption fiscal period, and look back period is 2017-01. You can modify that as you want, like in your business things. So bulk create review assumption request. Added a new field. A new field to schedule to process. What kind of schedule you need to process, both the schedules on a lease, or you want to do GAAP only, or you want to do IFRS only. You can decide based on that field. And new field to IFRS fiscal period and IFRS look back period, and same way, relabel the existing one as the GAAP look back period. So the fiscal period label, change it to the GAAP look back period, and added a new field in the business unit under lease filters section, and also fine query on the leases. Added a business unit so that you can filter business unit, and you can locate only leases belongs to this unit. Application setting changes. The local reporting tab of real estate lease and asset lease. Added a new fields for standard adopted modification effective date, adoption date, and look back date. Added into the local reporting tab, which was not exist in the previous product. Demo. Now I'm going to go through the application setup, and then GAAP lease with the local reporting required checked. We're going to go GAAP and IFRS schedules, and GAAP schedule only, and for the IFRS lease we're going to go only IFRS schedule. Okay. I'm going to the product. So I already created some leases. So if you go this is a GAAP lease, and commencement date from 1/1/2016 to 12/31/2019. Oh, sorry. Before that, I'll go in application settings. I have application settings here, and we added the new fields like a GAAP adoption fiscal period, IFRS adoption fiscal period, and GAAP look back fiscal periods, and this one. So for the look back periods, I made it a little different, like 2017 and 2018 or one, to make a difference between these two tabs. And I'm going to go some demo records I created. This is the GAAP lease and commencement from 1/1/2016 to 12/31/2019, and payment schedules are like a one payment schedule, $10,000 each, like about the period, and the schedules are generated based on the accounting start date 1/1/2016 to 12/31/2019, and these are the schedules, and this is like 2016-01, and we have not adopted this lease. You can see these fields are blank. The same way, like local reporting tab, you see these fields are blank, so it is not adopted. See 2016-01. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and adopt this lease, and I'm going to go here, review assumption. I'm going to add a new review assumption. So here, this is what I was talking about, like, in the review assumption form, a schedule to process. This is the one has the three options, one both schedules and GAAP schedule and IFRS schedule. In a lease, if you want, you can do separately both the schedules. So I'm going to do in this case like both schedules, and then I'm going to find a lease. And before that, I'm going to go, maybe I can check NetTN business unit, NetTN business unit, and go and click on apply filter. So it is going to bring all the leases which belong to this business unit. And currently, I have only one lease for this one, so I'm not going to use this one for my demo purpose. I want to just show this capability we have. So also, if you go into the find, now we have a business unit here. You can go and find based on a business unit, and can find tech. I'm going to go. So you see the demo adoption both schedules. I'm going to select that schedule, and I'm going to create a review assumption for it, and click submit. Once it is completed, we can go and see the lease. Okay, completed. We're going to go our leases. I'm going to filter my leases. So if you go and look at the demo one, so it will be processing. So basically, if you go accounting tab now, this might have set that detail. See the standard adopted and this one, and what is the look back period and what is the modification effective date and all those things. The schedule will cut from this modification effective date. The same way in local reporting tab, you see this one, and because this is IFRS and this is look back is 1/1/2018, so the modification effective date is 1/1/2018. So we'll cut the process completed. So to avoid time, I already created one with this kind of thing adopted. So if you go here, this record is already processed, and I kept it here as processed. So if you go and see here, like it's cut from 2017-01, and you see the adoption, all those things, and also the same way here. If you see this, and modification effective date from 1/1/2018, the schedule got cut from 1/1/2018. Okay. I'm going to go next example. In this example, what we are going to do, this is a similar lease, 2016 and 2019 4-year lease, and the payments are same payments, like, $10,000 all 4 years. And now we are going to do, in this case, like, we are not going to do IFRS 1. We are going to do only the adoption for the GAAP, accounting tab on a schedule. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, let me go to, again, bulk review assumptions and add a new bulk review assumption. And I'm going to pick here now, this time, like in a GAAP schedule. GAAP schedule. The same way I'm going to pick my lease. So we're going to pick the GAAP schedule demo, okay? And create a review assumption record for it, and then click on submit. So let's wait, this is completed. Okay, it's completed, and we can go and leases. Put again 31, filter it out. If we go GAAP demo and it is processing, it will be like, if you see here, see just, only it is populated here, adoption, standard adopted checked. And, if you go to local reporting tab, the standard adoption is not checked. So it is happening only for GAAP lease, and it will get to cut the schedule from 1/1/2017 onward. So already have a process lease for the GAAP one. We can go and look into it. Here is lease which is already processed. You can see it here, like, it cut on 17/01. And if you go to local reporting tab, it is standard not adopted yet, and then this schedule is still from 2016/01 onwards. Like the same way, I also created one for IFRS lease, like, IFRS lease, and then, we'll be doing only the IFRS schedule. So if you see here, like, this is all again the same lease, and I have 2016/01 onwards, like, so we can go and do the same processing, or like, I have already processed the record. I can show you, it's kind of process is similar. So if you go to the accounting tab, now IFRS, so IFRS schedule, if you see this one is effective is 1/1/2018, so it is got adopted, and it's a schedule also got cut from 2018/01, and the local reporting, if you go, it's still the schedules are 2016/01. Okay, I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint. So reference materials, we have, 10531 release notes for further information. If you have any questions, please refer the documentation available on the site. Thank you.